Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
You can just kill her. That would be pretty funny. But it's going to be Amumu instead. All right. So Beryl, he had the Amumu treatment against Harmor Life Esports, and he's like, you know what? I reckon it's the best right now, and he's going to pick that one up
Not going to quite hit 6 off of this, but should be able to on his way to the Herald fight, if he can secure it, because there's a rotation.
Yeah, Croco just walking towards Deft here. Deft doesn't have flash available just yet as they're flashing on top of him. The chains come down. Croco may have overextended, but at what cost? The Viego's going to fall down as well. Zeka doing his best to try and get as much damage down as he can, as Beryl is very, very close to just destroying everyone. Kale's going to go down. The Amumu does as well, and Zeka may not have any more. Prince, the biggest beneficiary of this situation, as the backflip's good from Zeka, but the flash from Prince will get him.
Nice flash there to secure the kill. And over here on the top side, Kingen is going to trade aggressively with his Narbar, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is the value from early to mid I was talking about with Cannon Barrage. Cannon Barrage on top of this entire fight, and DRX just were unwilling to give up and leave. And as a result, we'll give 2 massive kills and an assist over to Prince, who's now in a bit of danger.
Yeah, there's the bandage toss, the cleanse. A little bit later than usual, but still, it's absolutely fine. Croco's down here, as Deft is going to enter some mist himself. Beryl trying to get out. There's another one, though. Piercing Darkness comes down. They manage to take down the Zeri. What else can they get, though, is the question, as Beryl goes golden as well. Kyle's here. Beryl's surviving for so long. He's just crying on top of this Nautilus. He's walking it out. There's the pillar, and eventually he'll go down. Kyle trying to stand his ground. The flash on cooldown again for Deft.
Kyle will take a little bit longer there.
The pillow is absolutely
And Deft does lose flash, too.
Yep, and Croco is the one that's able to actually
Locks it up for Dub as well, just kind of showcasing that he's not comfortable in this matchup to feel like he can actually go forward. Croco.
Yeah, speaking of going forward, Croco taking a lot of damage here. Subjugate does have to go down. Into the mist they go as Beryl gets the stun onto Croco. Dawning Shadow comes down, but Croco still alive. Zeka looking for a way in, but Koshik is going to burn down. There's the perfect execution. Deft healing himself to get away from Prince, who has to flash to escape Beryl, and Zeka now Closer's moved his way forward. Deft wants to keep them alive, but he's not quite able to. They managed to troll them out as well, as Closer is just dashing back and forth, but the 5-point strike is going to be there. Prince, however, was just ignored, and Zeka is going to be taken down as well, and the Zeri is just massive now.
Yeah, so now this game is going to be about how do we contain this gold so desperately. And yeah, Zeri's already ahead. So it's going to be a tough game, but at least now Akali's got money.
Well, there's a wallop and a Nah, and I don't even think Koshik was needed up there towards that top side. As yeah,
at this stage, if they win it, it's because they're just better hands diff, their execution is better, and they shot call better. Because like you said, ease of execution definitely for Live Sandbox with the lead they have too.
Yeah.
In terms of how strong Zeri is, if you change the nameplates, like DRX are doomed, but it feels like DRX is confident still that they can actually win these out-mechanical play or out-mechanic their opponents, make these plays that Beryl's looking for.
Well, Zeka just able to walk out of the way of Closer here. Doesn't get the Shuriken backflip though, as Koshik in position. They're trying to lock down Kyle, but now they're looking to turn it. Croco has the Subjugate down, but first the Sad Mummy to come through first, and Croco will be taken. Cannon Barrage largely ignored. Prince also, once again, largely ignored, as the dredge line does go wide. And Koshik is going to make it far behind. Something, Senna something.
Yeah, he's also, because Senna roams to get more stacks and tries to make an impact and give some extra sustain in the lane, finds herself very significantly behind in experience in terms of AD carries, but that's also just not that important.
Yep,
and
he break open this outer turret in the mid lane. Certainly good news for DRX, widening this map as much as possible. As Kingen currently with the rest of his team. Been spending a lot of time top lane and is now able
some of it, like in the mid lane when he's passing through, he's grouped up a little bit, but yeah, we have to give credit where it's due, as Closer's in trouble.
Yeah, Zeka is just chasing him down. Deft with the flash to come through, the perfect execution, and Zeka's immediately back. Prince, though, looking to try and lock this one down, does secure the center, as that barrel was just massive, as Dove is just making up for lost time. Depth charge comes through, Kingen's gonna have to flash. Will he have the hop in time is the question, as Beryl and Croco are fighting. I don't know whether I'd have money on the Sad Mummy in that regard, as that is a phenomenal pillar, and in the meantime, Prince is taking even more. Kingen off to the other side, and this is just a disaster for DRX. Kingen just wants to take as many minions as he can, and now I think they will stand up and recognize Prince because he's 8-1-2.
Yeah, and this is going to be an insanely fast Baron with the items they have online. DRX with a huge overextension. Yes, you can pick the LeBlanc, but should you? The answer to that question is almost always no, because she lives for so long, forces you to push so deep that you've used so many resources to try to lock her down. You don't have your cooldowns, and now you're on the wrong side of the map. And once again, utility value out of Cannon Barrage. Look at Dub sitting on those 9 assists this game because he's just been globally impactful. Losing CS is going to lock the door.
Yeah, the barrel is just fantastic as well as Zeka. They're taking him for a walk here as Crocco's going to come through yet again. A fantastic pillar. Zeker's going to go golden. It'll get the bad news as he tries the perfect execution out, but he gets into melee range of the Trundle who trumps him.
Liv Sandbox are in firm control of this game now, and they can actually probably just push for this inner, and I think there's no downside to it.
No, yes, absolutely not.
Nara's pushing mid, but there's no inner turret to grab for him there, and this is going to lead into Prio for their Infernal Soul point that they're setting up for here. They have so much vision around the Drake as well. So there's really just no going wrong here, and DRX can't cross-map. There's no play to make. The fact that they weren't able to get enough of a big lead here or oppressive vision control is really hurting them now, as Liv Sandbox could just move around the map with impunity for free.
They just take whatever they want. As Kingen looking for the Trundle here. Close is going to come down though. Mega Gnar is going to land onto just one as the slow comes through with the Everfrost depth off to the side, but the Gnar is just not going to last. Prince is just way too massive. Cannon Barrage came down yet again. DRX just trying to get out of this area. And this outer turret is just going to be the start of DRX's problems, as Beryl's going to have to throw down the ulti. He tries to stay alive, but it's just not going to work. Piercing Darkness is basically doing nothing. A dredge line again, absolutely fantastic as Zeri picks up yet another kill. Liv Sandbox, they're going to push through, grab this turret as well, and that may not be all.
Yeah, I mean, with the Baron buff still having a little bit of time left, they can push this so quickly. And I mean, I hate to say it, DRX, but I think you put yourself in a very high execution draft, fell behind early, and now there's just no hope.
Yeah, and Zeka got the back foot there onto Closer, but it does not matter at all. Largely a bait, if anything, and the inhibitor, sorry, is going to fall. Dub it already.
It really quite truthfully is, unless, again, DRX can have some incredible mechanical outplay.
Oh, another brilliant pillar from Crocco as Heartbreaker has to be used to get Pyosik out of here. He goes golden as Cannon Barrage comes down as well. Pyosik looking to try and get out of there, but he's not going to be useful in this fight any longer. Closer is extraordinarily low, but Prince is still at full health, ladies and gentlemen. There's the perfect execution, but I don't know whether it's going to win them the fight, as it's a double kill on the other side of it, as Prince is just dashing forward. Flashes on top of Deft, who has to flash away, but that ain't going to do it. It's a triple for now. There is a Penta underneath these two Nexus turrets if Liv Sandbox want to get it, but instead, they just want to win the game, ladies and gentlemen. This game one is all over, and Liv Sandbox will upset DRX in the first one.
Very impressive win here from Liv Sandbox, and it just feels like we are starting to see upsets after upsets for this team.